As we come to an end of our junior year, it becomes more and more important for us to start planning for the next phase of our lives. These videos are designed to give you a better idea of what's to come and how to prepare for those things. But before we dive into that, let's take a second and look back on what we've done already. It all started with freshman year. As you came into high school, one of the very first things that we did with you was we helped you identify your career cluster. The career cluster was designed to essentially be your major while you went through high school. This also helped your counselor guide you through course selections. These courses within your career cluster served as your path or your career pathway. These classes help you explore your career cluster. They also help you possibly earn early college credit or career credentials. Let's give you an example. Let's say your career cluster was business. Your counselor will then talk to you about the opportunities within that cluster. So, they may encourage you to take classes like Intro to Business, College Business, or College Entrepreneurship. The classes highlighted in yellow also earn you early college credit, which means you're earning college credit while you're still in high school. So, sophomore year. We know that sometimes students' interests change, and so it's important to review your career cluster to see if anything's changed. Maybe you took a class and you changed your mind. So, your counselors encourage you to go back into Naviance and review your career cluster. They continue to talk to you about your career pathway. Are you taking the right classes for your elective? And then finally, during sophomore year, your counselors reviewed how to build a resume. Sure, this was helpful for students who are looking for jobs, but the other reason why we did it was to help students focus on the activities and athletics and other leadership roles they held in high school. Why? Well, because we know eventually when you apply to colleges, they may ask for these things. So it's important for us to review them sophomore year and see where we can grow. This leads us to junior year, where we're at now. As always, your counselors focus on your career cluster and your pathway. Remember, your career cluster is the equivalent of a college major, right? These are the classes that you focused on when you were in high school. This will help you when you start searching for colleges. Your counselors also continue to talk to you about your course selection and how they match with your possible career. They may have encouraged you to focus more on dual credits and other unique opportunities. For example, some students leave the building to work in our PAC program, where they physically build a house. Other students, for their senior year, may elect to leave school early and attend the Early College Center at Forest View and take classes through ASU. Most of our students, though, will focus on dual credit. These are the courses, again, that you take in high school that earn you college credit. Why do we do this? Well, we want to get you ready for the rigor or the challenge of college, and we also want to save you some money when you get to college. The last thing the counselors did with you in the fall is they helped you start researching colleges. In November, counselors went into your English class, albeit remotely, to talk to you about Naviance's Supermatch, a system that basically helps you filter colleges with things that are important to you and your family. Things like distance from home, what you want to study, and other unique characteristics that colleges may have. After you completed that activity, you should have been given a list of possible colleges for you to explore more and more. So that's where we've been, right? Next up, we're going to start talking about where we're going, what students should expect for the end of their junior year. If you feel like you need to review or redo any of these activities in Naviance, that opportunity is always there for you. Just log back into Naviance and redo those activities. And please view the next video for next steps.